So, welcome back, friends. Today we have Anthropic announcing an expansion of its financial services platform, including 10 new AI agents for investment banking and for back office work, as well as integration across Microsoft's various office programs. Anthropic said that its latest available, widely available model, the Claude Opus 4.7, leads the benchmarks for financial analysis tasks. When we go into detail, then some of the things that this latest addition to the financial services fold from Anthropic includes things like making a pitch book, which is very, very important. As you know, when you're raising funds for a company, pitch book is very crucial. Then other thing is like preparation of credit memos. Third is month-end balancing of accounts, which is also very crucial. And you have a lot of people dedicated to it. But now the AI agents which have been put in place by the AI agent company, I would say Anthropic, is something which is remarkable. Fourth is doing the KYC, the know your customer. So these AI agents of Anthropic are going to be able to do all this work, are going to enable the investment banks, which represent such a huge battleground for AI companies. They're going to be able to do all this instantaneously. The thing that worries me is that much of this work was being done by traditional software companies. They would, it would be entirely you go and do a PowerPoint using the Microsoft tools. You could make a pitch book accordingly. You could balance the books using many of the tools that the software companies would develop for you. Now, all this are going to be done by AI agents in a fraction of the time and at a fraction of the cost. This is also something that I would find of great concern to the traditional software companies. Now, another thing that worries me is that in today's conference, where the Anthropic CEO, Dario Amodei, shared the stage with Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase, they both said that artificial intelligence had created a narrow window for the world's tech firms, governments, and banks to fix tens of thousands of software vulnerabilities found by the latest models of artificial intelligence. That AI model, Mythos, was previewed last month along with the disclosure that it had unearthed decades-old vulnerabilities in crucial software. Sure, the AI models from the geopolitical adversary China are maybe 6 to 12 months behind the Anthropic product. There is roughly that much amount of time to fix these issues. So the danger is just some enormous increase in the amount of vulnerabilities, in the amount of breaches, in the financial damage that's done from ransomware on schools, on hospitals, not to mention banks. Anthropic, as you recollect, has limited Mythos to a few partner companies because of concerns about what the criminals or adversarial nations could do with it. The last several of the company's model updates have reverberated through the markets, but Mythos has caused the most concern from corporations and policymakers alike. The scale of potential cyber exploits has ballooned with each generation of Claude, according to Dario Amodei. An earlier Anthropic model found roughly 20 vulnerabilities in the Firefox browser. Mythos found nearly 300, and the total count across all software now runs into tens of thousands. Most of the vulnerabilities found by Mythos haven't been publicly disclosed because they remain unpatched, and the bad guys would exploit them if they are identified. But at the same time, there is an optimism. This is all about a moment of danger where if the world responds to it correctly and starts taking good steps, then we can have a better world rather than one which is going to exploit. And on the question of regulation, AI oversight should resemble what's done in the automobile industry, striking a balance between consumer safety and allowing the industry to compete. So, like Amodai gave an example there that you just can't start a car company without are there brakes on this thing. You need to grope the way to some process that lets the industry operate expeditiously, which is fair, but puts guardrails on the most serious things. So here we have two things happening at today's JP Morgan Chase conference. You have some new AI agents that have been put in place. That indicates that many of the software companies, the traditional software companies which are making these models, they will find some new competition as new AI tools will be able to do the same work as the traditional AI companies in faster, much quicker, and at a fraction of the cost. So the concerns in fact now increase for the traditional software companies. On the other hand, there are certain cyber security risks which have remained for decades. For example, in browsers like Mozilla, these Firefox, they have remained for a very, very long period of time that are being pointed out by the new AI related tools. The cyber security concerns are being already, which were never discovered before, they remain unpatched. The problem is that if these AI companies like Anthropic were to disclose them to the world, a lot of people will take advantage. So there is that particular gap that the various companies need to fix in these browsers before, because of artificial intelligence, many of the computers, the systems get hacked. So the silver lining is that all this work, the back office processing work, making of pitch books, making credit memos, the balancing of books, and also you have various other functionalities such as KYC compliance, know your customer compliance. All this can be done rather expeditiously by various AI agents which today have been uncovered by Dario Amodei at the JP Morgan Chase conference. Downside that many of the traditional software companies will find even more difficult as all these various AI agents tools come on stream. So friends, we live in a very important era of transition to artificial intelligence and its capabilities. The traditional software will give way to all these new AI capabilities, and it is good that we all be informed and learn to use artificial intelligence in a much more integrated manner in all our functions. In fact, Dario Amodei also says that Anthropic is working with Goldman Sachs, with with Microsoft and other companies to be able to incorporate AI in their work and to be able to also co-partner with Microsoft and other software companies, that in their capabilities, how with their legacy systems that are in place, how the AI can come and play its role in a very effective manner. This is the changing face of AI. Friends, to get to know more, do subscribe to our channel if you have not done so before. Do share our video and with all your friends, colleagues, and those who would be interested to know about the future of AI. And look forward to talking with you soon once again. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.